Perhaps I should practice with an arming sword more. I'd like to at least match your skill in one-handed combat.
Nothing much I want to share.
Aye, guess I owe you that. I've been trying to find a way to cross the border into Pale Pass. In the meantime, I've been picking up bounty contracts to keep some coin in my pocket. I must have drawn too much attention to myself. I'd been camping by the lake when they ambushed me. Seems the Thalmor don't ever need much evidence to bring in a suspect. They took one look at that sword, decided I'd be a good target for interrogation, and dragged me off to that abandoned prison. Brynjar used to say, if you're not a little afraid, you're not understanding the situation. Fear I can deal with easily enough, but there was a moment or two when I started to think it really would be the end for me. The Thalmor would never have let me go. No matter what I told them, you faced down mortality too. Perhaps you know the feeling. You really are formidable, aren't you? I could almost feel sorry for your enemies. Probably. And I'll be ready for them. Live and learn, right? It's reassuring to know I have someone so skilled in the art of healing. I'll be your shield, if you'll mend my scratches.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking about something.
Oh, what's that?
You're my friend, of course. We've shared quite a series of adventures, and I'm glad to be at your side.
Oh, good. I was just about to come talk to you. All right.
I'm so hungry.
Never should have come.
I don't think we're alone.
All done.
Wait, count out your coin.
Hear the sound.
I'm sorry, but you left me no choice.
Look at those machines. Incredible.
town, eh? Here for the fishing.
The land is beautiful, but I can't
Let's see
stand
here.
this cold.
Navigating by the stars is something I never quite got the handle on. Seems a shame on a night like tonight.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Yes?
What's your problem?
There's nothing
This one's
like
a favorite
fishing.
of mine.
Sorry, I'm afraid I
in
can't
love.
help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning. If you're hungry, Marie sells fresh fish, caught by yours truly.
Look alive, will you?
Our hero.
Yeah,
our
what do you
hero,
want?
claims a warrior.
This is about the
I'm
meadery.
actually in the
We can
middle of
talk
some
later.
complex mental calculations,
important.
so can you make this quick?
Comes
I'll do my best.
power of the
You want a
Let's
drink?
get going.
Bring your singles
believe the
It can be useful to know people like him.
It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware.
I was accidentally staring at someone while thinking, and now they keep looking over at me. Don't look though. I'm pretending they're not there. Okay, sounds great. Are you getting the drinks or am I this time?
That's certainly a line of thinking I can
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
The Temple of Mara makes me uncomfortable, to tell you the truth. Reminds me
And
too
what
much
might
of
you
my
need?
arranged.
What were we talking about?
Enjoying yourself?
Another round.
Oh, by Shior. I had something I was supposed to tell you.
should head on.
What was it? Well, it wasn't important anyway. Probably. Well, naturally I won't say no. At least I usually wouldn't. My heart just really isn't in it right now,
I've been
though.
meaning to speak to you. I did a count.
No, it's really not. You see, I was imagining having a grand meal, seated at a long table with friends and family, knocking back warm drinks, and in my mind's eye, the food that was laid out was a first course of stuffed capon, accompanied by sliced fox tongues. On the side was some fried potaglir with a dip of rich goat cheese. And to finish it off, honey cakes, powdered with sugar.
Drink up, my boy. Drink to those who have fallen.
It wasn't a noble. We were simply well off. Nobles probably eat gold, I assume. No, what we had was enough gold to share with neighbors and have a delicious home-cooked buffet. We didn't have servants bringing us the platters. No, we were all in the kitchen together before the meal, and then we shared the table during. And it was some of the best tasting food when everyone came together to share it.
Skyrim to Hammerfell.
Well, my imagination had that glowy yellow sheen of something I am remembering as better than it actually was. And then add in the fact that we arrive at an inn and the food is Nordy. Well, it's turned me off of eating for the moment. It will pass though. You can count on that. Do you have any foods you wish you could have right now?
I can take care of myself. Hammerfell. Woman learns how to handle a few idiot men early in life.
Peacocks are those silly-looking birds with colorful tails, right? I've seen drawings of them. They seem like they'd taste very sweet, like some sort of candied fruit. Is that how they are? Don't answer that. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I want to pretend that the world has a bird that tastes like a dessert. All you did was make me think of more delicious tasting food. Nord food still seems terribly unappealing.
war makes it difficult for a resourceful
maybe next
woman to
time.
advance her interests.
In fact, I'm going to hold you to that when Nord food next seems appetizing.
Beware,
Did you need something?
the dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet
I'm sure you have. They're quite famous all across Tamriel.
Was it that obvious? I'm losing my touch.
They're High Rock's pride and joy. No matter the differences between fiefdoms, knights are seen as heroes. Of course, anyone who tries so valiantly to be seen as good and moral is usually lying. To others, and to themselves.
Become dangerous of late.
It's more complex than simply liking them or not. Some orders are far better than others. Sometimes the orders themselves are awful, but when speaking with one of the individual members, they are incredibly pleasant. Sometimes it's the reverse. I've found that I don't really know what to think of them. I cannot decide one way or the other. There are many. Like I said, High Rock loves her knights. When I traveled through Evermore, I ran into the Order of St. Pellin. They seemed rather disillusioned as a whole, although some still retained their adherence to protecting the weak. I never actually met any of their knights, but the Order of the Dragon is renowned as quite adept. They must pass rigorous testing, are tasked with protecting the royal family of Daggerfall, and even know the dragon tongue. Or so they say. Perhaps the most famous is the Order of the Raven. Their battle prowess would make the companions weep for Talos' forgiveness. In Wayrest, the Order of the Hour worked closely with the governing powers, and they were able to sway public opinion. They're part of the reason I can't find myself so fanatically obsessed with knights in shining armor. Of course, as a young girl, we'd often gossip about what sort of beautiful knight might whisk us away into a grand manor. I often found myself imagining a knight in Dwemer armor, whisking me away to a university where I'd be the lead engineering innovator. Perhaps I should have realized my interests were a bit off-kilter then. Oh well.
Hi. From Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics. And we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
What is that supposed to mean? Well, you're not wrong, I guess. I've just been thinking about vampire hunters. Yes. Well, not the hunters themselves, obviously. No, I mean their crossbows. They're very exciting, aren't they? They're just so fascinating and intricate. I'd love to put one together. They remind me of dwarven ballistae. Honestly, I've deconstructed enough ballistae that I could almost certainly replicate the firing force onto a crossbow. You say that like it's so simple. I'd need so many supplies that I just can't afford or can't easily find. Help me? Yes! I mean, if you insist. I've put a lot of thought into this already, so I already have a general sense of what I'll need. I'm thinking 2 dwarmer cogs, 8 dwarmer gears, 1 dwarmer lever, 3 pieces of wood, and 6 dwarven metal ingots. What? Don't look so annoyed, you offered.
Yeah, what do you
Hello.
want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
Well, I'm not too sure. I suppose it depends on your definition of worship.
You should think about staying the night.
Well, in that case, I suppose I worship many divine. And many not divine. Hermaeus Mora comes to mind as a prince whose tenets involve acquiring as much knowledge as possible. Nocturnal is a clear choice, being a patron of thieves, but also because she watches over those who live by the dark of night. Sanguine would quite enjoy me as a follower, I think. I certainly drink and dance and have enough fun. I might follow the tenets of Julianos if he weren't so focused on mages. Otherwise, I quite like Mara. She seems genuinely good. I'm not sure that I necessarily follow her tenets either, though. How about you? Do you worship?
Stronghold not far from here. We could visit.
Plenty of those, aren't there? like the Hist, or I believe the Needs spoke of a fat mother, which sounds a bit rude, to be honest. I'd love to hear more about your deity. While I'm a bit wishy-washy regarding worshipping my